Beauty is life when life unveils her holy face. But you are life, and you are the veil. Beauty is eternity gazing at itself in a mirror. But you are eternity, and you are the mirror. Khalil Gibran. So here I am at the start of my next adventure, traveling down the 395, playing with some new tools, my drone and my new camera and one of my new lenses. Hello and welcome back. So I am on a trip south on Highway 395 and I've had so many friends tell me that there's so many beautiful places, so much beauty on this route that I'm finally getting to take this route. And I'm actually heading to Los Angeles to see clients and, well, you know, Candace solo female van life. Well, I'm actually going to be dating, so I've got some people to meet in Los Angeles, which is going to be fun and sweet. But essentially I am hitting, well, guilty pleasure of mine is I love hot springs, and Nevada and California have so many hot springs. And I've hit a few, and as soon as you get to a hot spring, everyone's telling you about all the other hot springs, right? And then I went to a little campground that I thought I was going to stay in, and I encountered a lovely couple who brought out this whole book, and it said hot springs in the United States. And they said the reason why we have the physical book is often the hot springs are out of cell phone range, which makes a whole lot of sense. So I am so getting that book. That's going to be so much fun for me to be tracing more hot springs. Otherwise, I'm just in the van getting used to being in the van again, traveling. Otherwise, where I am here, I just found a wonderful piece of BLM land off the east of the Sierra Nevada mountain range. Just quiet and beautiful. It's just one of these amazing things about the United States is the amount of BLM land. They say, well, just don't stay there longer than 2 weeks. It's like, I'm not going to be here longer than 2 weeks. And very beautiful, beautiful places, quiet. I don't really like commercial campgrounds. They're smoky, they're noisy. It's the opposite of why I come out into nature. That's just me. So otherwise, I am doing some videography and photography, and I'm very excited. I finally get to crack out my new drone, and so I'm going to have fun learning how to fly my drone today. But otherwise, enjoy the trip and always place any comments or questions below. And of course, you know, I've got an entire van build series which I made just as a giving back to the community, because the van life community gave me so much. They basically helped me build this. Please enjoy that. And otherwise, ask me any questions. I do answer every question here on YouTube. Cheers. So here I am at this gorgeous place called Buckeye Hot Springs in California. It's fairly high in altitude, and holy moly was that hot water. That took me about half an hour to get into it. And then it's right next to this frigid mountain river that equally took me ages to get into.
really, really cold, but just that contrast is so fantastic. It feels amazing in your body, in your consciousness. It makes you feel really alive, and it's really, really good for your skin.
So look into the rising sun. This is where we belong. We belong. A new day will soon begin. That's what I've been here for all along. I have no doubt. I know you really want to stay till the fires burn out. Days like this will slowly fade away. Memories will always stay the same. Here by the ocean, fire is burning, flares in the wind. Over the mountains, I see the moon.
This is the view outside my window as I wake up this morning. Pretty gorgeous.
Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened to you. Matthew 7:7. So here I am doing yoga asana series that I was taught by my spiritual teacher. It's a series done in 30 to 40 minutes usually, and here it's distilled into 4 minutes. I did it outside early in the morning in the shade of the van under the shadow of Mount Whitney. Now this dispersed camping ground was just so beautiful, and you can see there's nobody else around, and the light at this very end of the year, very end of fall moment, there's no snow on the mountain, and it's cool at night and warm in the daytime. It's really high mountain desert out here. I tend to do yoga asanas right before or just after I meditate in the morning. I meditate in the van because it creates a contained space for internalization of awareness and consciousness. But the yoga asanas, I've been finding it really fun to do out in the forest or out in a campground. It's a different experience to do it like this. And also, which I'll share with you soon, I do actually do yoga asanas in the van. I designed it so that a yoga mat could fit down the middle. And I'll definitely share that with you at some stage soon, how to do van yoga. But today it was just under this beautiful sky, very still, very quiet. So I could feel like I'm being very internal, even in the midst of doing the yoga asanas. I have been a dancer since I was 5 years old. And so when I started doing yoga asanas in my early 20s, it was an easy transition for me. I'm pretty flexible. And I've done yoga postures almost every day since then. It's the very least I can do for my body. My body definitely needs to do some sort of workout, some movement on a daily basis. And this, of course, is a challenge when you're in the van driving a lot. And so I'm trying to develop a routine around this so that I can feed my energy in this energetic way that it really loves.
So here I am sitting in this awesome dispersed camping spot beneath Mount Whitney over here, and these huge granite boulders in all directions. I just keep finding these amazing places using these apps, iOverlander and Free Campsites, and then just the recommendations of people and that I meet along the way. That's how I find great hot springs at the moment. It's a really beautiful spot, really amazing. So this is when I'm super, super happy, when it's very, very quiet. There's mountains, amazing mountains. Enjoy the last few moments of this.
The greatest romance is with the infinite. You have no idea how beautiful life can be when you suddenly find God everywhere, when He comes and talks to you and guides you. The romance of divine love has begun. Paramahansa Yogananda. These natural pools are so special, so beautiful. I just feel so privileged to find these things. Just amazing. So I soon realised that between Mount Whitney and the San Bernardino range, well, there was just this flat desert. So here's me driving on that toward Big Bear briefly. And then I'm heading toward Los Angeles, looking down at this cloud mass filling the valleys in the Los Angeles greater area, and then driving into the clouds. So beautiful. Life's so mysterious, isn't it? As fate may have in store for me, I find myself heading back toward Los Angeles. Call it intuition, call it vision, call it a sense of knowing that there's something there for me in regard to life, relationship, my work, a place in which I can really give and potentially make as a base for me for my travels in White Feather. And here we are at the end of this journey, a brief look at Venice, California. Such a fascinating place, so much fun. You'll be seeing more of Los Angeles in coming videos. Bye for now.